My big question is, are you going to get through the wall of Tide? Like, this hero is really going to determine the game, I feel like. So,
but that was an impressive performance nonetheless.
Yeah, I think this lane is... I mean, first of all, I'm going to judge... let's try that again.
Trudge it up, son.
I'm gonna trust Storm's judgment. There we go. That was hard to say, apparently.
Roger getting blocked in. This could be first blood. Boxy and company will be taking it. So first blood the way of Liquid, and it looks like Boxy will be able to get out just fine.
Boxy placed a sentry, so he will know they have these wards.
Mid lane, Kiyotaka's in a lot of trouble. They set up a nice stun onto him, able to break out, but the lightning storm somehow procs. Okay. Is quite the range there.
One of the less known changes of 733B, Lightning Storm now actually has global cast range.
And Terry is going to get caught in the river. Still 3 members of Liquid here, easily cleaning him up. It looked like it was Catherine, and then it didn't technically proc until after the blink.
9PANDAS are going to distribute their heroes. Who's going to be sitting top? Is it still going to be the PL just cutting between this and the jungle, or will they give a bit of space to the supports? They're going to go on Tide.
Yeah, Zai, his Kraken Shell does activate. The roar to come afterwards. Blast off activates the Kraken Shell again, and he's going to be just fine. Insania comes out as well, provides some support.
Tide is so good this game.
Insania, though, he might be the one in trouble. Has to pop False Promise on himself, Zai. They know that he does not have Ravage, so not as much threat, but Nisha has plenty of time to get over here. Insania does drop 3 members of 9PANDAS onto the tier 1 tower, and Teres, he's going to get one more sticky bomb, but inevitably will fall. Nice Sonic Wave onto 2, and Insania, or Nisha, I should say, dropped by the axes, and Zai thought he was invulnerable, but now he's outnumbered 3 versus 1, as Boxy's going to chop down the tree again. Triple kill for Miero. Boxy gets off one more Boundless Strike, and he will fall shortly after. Somehow, 9PANDAS end that on top of that fight.
If you manage to kill the Oracle first, we can just overwhelm Lesh when you're big enough. So we'll be curious to see.
Boxy, another tree chopped down. My goodness. They are all over this right now.
And here's
Nisha,
the problem. Yep. Starts getting drained.
Mana's starting to get drained ever so slowly, getting slowed by the sticky bomb. The Triceratops doing some work as well. Pops the Bloodstone. There's the roar on top, and they're doing so much damage from afar. They don't really have to fully commit. Sonic Wave. False Promise keeping Nisha alive right now, but there's the blast off Ravage to come. Nisha's at full HP as a result of the False Promise, and the rest of 9PANDAS now retreating for the time being. Nisha perpetually slowed, it feels like, as Ramses thinking about going back in. He's going to get stunned out, getting extremely low. Pops that Doppelganger, will find the distance. Now they might just wait out this Mickey Terrorblade metamorphosis.
Cause trouble for Liquid, who will claim the biggest neutral of them all. While this may be slightly slower than average, I think that is a bit skewed from previous Queens not going these 2 build-up items in Witchblade and Kaya Sanj, because he is farmed.
Yep, Ancient Dragon was the choice. Actually, I think that's Miero's creep. As Mickey in that meta, pressuring this tier 3 tower bot along with Nisha, obviously still with the Aegis. Split Earth connects on the Kiyotaka, but he'll blink away. They will get the tower freely. Now Ramses has come. It's off the Spirit Lance. Now applying some pressure to make it this early sun. There's a big Ravage from Zai. How much damage do they have, though? Kiyotaka able to blink out. Sonic Wave comes, pushing Nisha back as Ramses getting very low, being pursued from the other side of the trees. Will find the distance into the fountain as the Wukong's command gives a little bit of space, but they're not able to get that much. They get Antares, but no full set of racks for Liquid as Nisha might be in some trouble. Boxing Company trying to save a nice Centaur stomp onto 2. Nisha looks like he'll drop his first life in all likelihood. He's deniable. Will they pursue any further? Boxy attempting to TP out will be fine. Nisha, Aegis down. In all likelihood will be surrounded now. Attempting to TP out. That's ambitious thought. Yeah. Double kill for Kiyotaka and a successful defense from 9PANDAS.
Great hold from them.
So the way the Agnum Scepter works is the Shadow Strike is now an AoE. Might have to hold this thought, though. This will be a very long discussion. It'll probably take 30 minutes to explain. As Ramses will find Nisha in the tree line. Doppelgangs out of the Split Earth. Nicely timed. Nisha pops the Bloodstone relatively early. Boxy with the Wukong's command. Miero gets off his roar onto Insania, and that is a big kill. But Nisha already had that False Promise applied. And Kiyotaka on the outskirts, getting more Shadow Strikes over and over and over. Nisha still being pursued and will eventually be brought down. Mickey gets a nice Sunder onto Roger, but he's still surrounded. Another Shadow Strike, another Sonic Wave, a full team wipe. Kiyotaka and company absolutely destroy Liquid in this fight.
Did Nisha die to a sticky bomb in the fountain?
Maybe.
He died to techies in the fountain. Yeah.
Oh, Roche. He's back. It's going to be gone on now by 9PANDAS. And you can see Liquid kind of hightailing to this area, but I think it's going to be too late. But this is going to be the not the Aghanim, the Aegis and Cheese, second Roche for 9PANDAS.
This is huge for
them. The real question is, does Liquid want to fight after the fact?
Ramses can play so aggressively now that he has Aegis. There's no risk. This is one of the problems that Tide has until in this stage of the game, until Super League and Wizard Fresh. Okay.
Oh, the Ravage from Zai. Do they have the damage? They're going to go for Roger first. Absolutely. He is donezo. Miero, he does get off the roar. Where's that false promise? Finally applied to Nisha, but a big sonic wave comes out from Kiyotaka as Ramses trying to finish off everything on the sideline. Insania getting pretty low. Nisha about to end the false promise. He's fully healed as a result. Zai ends up dropping, though, as Mickey's still in that meta form. 2 have died from 9PANDAS. Ramses, remember, he still has this Aegis. But how much do they want to actually put on him? Looks like they'll get that first life as Boxy attempting to TP out next to the gate. Will not get out, though. More burst damage from Kiyotaka. And the rest of Liquid will have to fall back. As the smoke coming up. And I do want to talk about the Techie's Mind Sign, but we're going to have to wait in all likelihood. Nisha showing himself. He's immediately inhibited at half HP. Insania is not near enough for the false promise. Finally getting in range. Gets it off just in time. Now they're trying to focus them down, but a big ult again from Zai. But where is the damage from Liquid? They lose the Oracle. Roger's going to be the trade. Nisha, he will die inside of the false promise. Too much damage to handle, and Mickey is next. 4 dead for Liquid. 9PANDAS getting basically everything that they want.
This step from Liquid out of position for a team fight.
Continue going here. The tier 4 tower fell for the first one. Second one being targeted now. Buyback comes out from Zai. He jumps in with a big anchor smash onto one hero. Not really that fearsome at all for 9PANDAS, as now they're going to go through the old-fashioned way, getting that tier 3 in the mid lane. As Zai continuing to just get poked and prodded with these sticky bombs, these shadow strikes. Pops the pipe, definitely helping a bit. As Kiyotaka, he can focus now on the tier 4 towers. The rest of his team gets the mid racks. More wisdom runes on average, and of course the bounties in terms of the gold. Huge discrepancy. As Kiyotaka just goes straight in, gets that last tier 4, now focusing on the Ancient. Scream of Pain is there, so he'll have that shield rune. He's gonna get stunned to outright. Zai with a nice Ravage. Kiyotaka at half HP, but able to get off that BKB as the roar expended just for Mickey. Zai now basically out of mana. As Kiyotaka looking for a nice Sonic Wave, clips him, kills out Tidehunter. No buyback at all, as Mickey now gets off the Sunder. The false promise a little bit early. Might have to fall back into the base as this runs out. Nisha will not have that for himself. And the Ancient targeted by all the creeps right now. Boundless Strike is there, but Kiyotaka and company able to finish off Mickey just before he steps into the fountain. Kiyotaka still relatively low, kind of baiting everybody in as the Spurlers continue to mount, but they can just focus down to the Ancient, and that is it for game number 1. Very impressive game number 1.
For Liquid, I think a lot of what you need to be looking for here is how much can Boxy get done on the Skywrath. It's their only real silence against the Storm last pick. They're going to walk into them here. Reflection.
Yeah, Insania pushed back onto the high ground, wanted to get to the low ground, but will not find it, and he will die. First blood to Kiyotaka. That is not who you wanted on if you're a Liquid fan.
Glyphing to put some pressure here. They might actually go for a dive.
There, Roger came in through the gate as well, as the focus now onto Mickey. Fortune to end. Trying to set something up as the concoction will be placed onto Miero under that tier 1 tower. And seeing it continue to get stacked to the Shadow Poison, but they do find the kill on Mickey as Kiyotaka died in the mid lane while all this is happening. Miero drops as well, as Insania looks to be the last one to fall. So lots of kills across the board, and the one that we weren't able to watch was that mid lane. As Roger continue to take pressure now. Boxy out of mana, but pops the wand. Another right click or arcane bolt should do it. Can he get the vision is the question. Eats a tree, trying to deny himself to the creep, and he does. The Wild Wind Breaker comes in the clutch as Antares wanting to kill off Boxy, who's going to take a flame break from the south side as Miero had spawned after all this happens. Antares slowing down Mickey a bit, but one more right click will do it. And finally, Mickey gets a kill to his name, and
get a Lotus Flower, that will help.
Nisha initiated on by Kiyotaka. They have the stun after the fact from Antares with the Fortune's End as well. Swashbuckle gives him a little bit of distance. Ancient Seal onto Kiyotaka, but he has enough mana for that last zip and right click.
Going to be approaching his seemingly nice Boxy.
Just a casual power steal.
Yapzora cosplay there.
Yeah, pretty much. Shout out to him.
Bale of Discord on the way for Zai.
Big zipping on the Mickey, who's out of mana as well. He has the Sacred Relic. A TP is coming to try to save him, but that's going to boom! Disruption at the last moment, but you'd think he's still dead. Indeed he is, and Insania might be going down as well. This is going to be a track kill now, and this is where it starts to get a bit scary for Liquid, but they're going to rotate in. Kiyotaka going to take the brunt of the damage from Nisha. Gets off the stun with the Rolling Thunder, connecting onto 2. Another zip will avoid it, but no, gets stunned again. Do they have the damage to actually finish him off? False promise on the Kiyotaka. He will likely live as a result. Gets the stun onto Boxy. They're going to clean that one up pretty easily. And Teres, they don't have the vision for him. Miero just TP's out. Kiyotaka, though, he doesn't have that much mana. Zip away, attempting to TP out, and he will.
Really important for him that Pango still doesn't have that defusal. Still needs about 1,000 gold to get to that key item. Mid lane, he might get lasso.
They're thinking about it, but with Boxy's presence, thinking, oh, okay, Boxy just barely getting the kill on Antares there. Another Fortune's End. Okay, they're actually going to dispel the shield crash, which zip in from Kiyotaka. They still have the lasso, but there's a disruption from Insania. Lasso, let's see if they actually want to use it. Finally they do, and they have the damage. It's actually a very easy kill on Nisha, but Mystic Flare into Miero. This will be a nice kill for Liquid. They need something out of this. They will get him. Boxy falls shortly after the Roger, though. It's Kiyotaka looking to clean everything up. Zai now left in a 1v2, but it is a Medusa. So do they have the damage to go through all of this mana shield? They're right-clicking him. Not doing that much. Another Mystic Snake is coming up with that Phylactery in tow, but they drain his mana pretty nicely. Stone Gaze up in 2 seconds. They won't even bother trying. Jesus. This hero.
20.
Zai's face. And the real question is, I was going to ask if Terrorblade was going to go for Diffusal, because we have been seeing that quite a bit.
They're going to go for
a big kill. Kiyotaka focusing now on Mickey with Roger's help. Mickey's going to get some TP support, healing up, and nice disruption. Looks like they won't be able to finish the job. Instead, Roger will take a tumble, and they lose the Bat Rider on the other side as well. Yeah, well, Swashbuckle does physical damage, right? So that's the damage amp for that as well. That's pretty cool. Kiyotaka, Ancient Seal into Mystic. My goodness. Liquid find the damage easily.
Had no protection. Completely alone in the top half, gets spotted out by a ward. You would imagine there might be a Hex coming out from Zai, but that's quite a while away.
Good damage. Spotted out.
I'll purge him out here.
Dust, yeah, purged off. But Roger got the False Promise himself. This is going to buy him some time. We'll see if they want to TP in or anything like that.
I think he might live. He has 2 Lotuses.
Close. Ooh. All right. Just barely living.
Well, if you want to die, don't use a healing Lotus next time.
Zai, he gets initiated on by Kiyotaka. Still has that Stone Gaze, but can't use it because he's lassoed up at half mana. Finally, the Stone Gaze goes off, but now that he's out of mana, very little HP to work with. Disruption to keep him alive. Mystic Flare onto Ramses. This would be a huge kill for Liquid, and they find him in the trees. Another zipping from Kiyotaka, but they're going to have to back away. Ancient Seal preventing any initiation from Miero. Another beautiful swashbuckle from Nisha onto 2 as the mana drain is starting to be a problem. They're going to find the Bat Rider as well as 3 kills unanswered. Liquid potentially going for this tier 2 as well.
And a crucial mistake in that fight from 9PANDAS. They tried to kill Medusa.
It was the only hero in range. But of course, 9PANDAS, they are the team that has beat Medusa time and time again. I mean, they did let it through in a previous series in the playoffs, and they did lose.
Yeah, I think they're 3-1 against it right now.
Yeah, they've lost
Stone Job.
once. Okay, Insania is a great target, but a Rolling Thunder comes in. Ancient Seal to follow. Concoction on top of Kiyotaka, but the False Promise keeping him alive. Ramsey's just right-clicking Mickey, and there's the lasso to contain the Alchemist. Down goes Mickey. Big kill for 9PANDAS, but they lose their Storm Spirit. Swashbuckle onto the high ground for Nisha. Another Ancient Seal, beautifully done, keeping this Bat Rider at bay. As Miero, he's going to get gone on again as Nisha actually blinks in to try to finish the job, and he'll do so successfully. Zai
is strong.
Yeah, he is untouched. This Medusa completely untouched and ignored as the Aegis was finally consumed, and Roger will be brought down by Boxy eventually. Double kill for him. So 3 for 2.
Actually, Miero going to get Shadow Walk here. This could be interesting.
Yeah, Nisha spotted. Okay, the lasso. They're going for Insania first, but there's the Rolling Thunder. Mickey coming in with the concoction as well, focusing on Miero. They should be able to run him, but False Promise keeping him alive for the time being. Nisha and Zai teaming up to force the rest of their members back. Miero, I think he might be dead inside this False Promise. He does blow up. There's the Ancient Seal and the Mystic Flare blowing up the storm. Kiyotaka done for.
If Alk gets to that point with Ags, keep in mind that if you give Aghanims to a teammate that has Aghanims already, you give them 4,200 gold.
Yep.
Could be an interesting way of transitioning either the ping or
Miero runs into most of Liquid. Instant rolling thunder. Zai blinks in as well. Gets off the Mystic Flare. Okay, that's so much damage as Miero bursted from 100 to 0. He does have buyback though. If he can wait out the dust as Miero is getting caught out in the meantime. False promise applied to him.
Yeah, he's dead.
They do find the bounty. And this is a dead Bat Rider as well. Both have buyback.
With the items that he has.
Miero, blinks in, but he is spotted by Insania.
And it's time to get out.
Yeah, he's already disarmed and he's going to get stunned now. Mickey has the Abyssal Blade as well. If he wants to continue the lockdown, he will. Easy kill.
Zai's in. Let's go. All right.
The offlane Medusa is now hitting your tower. Not scared of anything. Let's see how much damage he's taking. Okay, they're starting to drain his mana very slightly. And the poke onto the buildings. And Tere's continuing out with the tracks.
Gonna glyph this.
Yeah. A little bit surprising they don't have a tower there. And their Storm Spirit dies again alone. Boxy has been destroying him all game, no buyback at all. There's the offensive disruption onto Ramses. His creations turn against him. Zai with the Stone Gaze, running a little bit of space. There's Miero getting off a nice lasso. No disruption to save him, but they have the stun lock as Ramses already at half HP. Gets a nice thunder on the Mickey. This will be a pretty nice kill for him, but he is taking so much damage. Bashed into oblivion. 3 dead for 9PANDAS. GG's. Liquid tie it up 1-1. And just the general push from the lone druid Alk. Is this a good Witch Doctor game? As core. As first blood, okay.
Oh, they're both dying,
gets it in the bot lane.
Close
and
call.
Teres, one more right click. Double kill for an Ancient Apparition position 5. He did go Chilling Touch level 1.
I look over the side of 9PANDAS and I feel like there's a completely unanswered Storm Spirit in this game.
Insania will be on the Fairy Fire keeps them alive a little bit longer. I mean, another thing to think about with the lineups that they have.
If you can't, it's suddenly a very different matchup.
Cask won't bounce again onto Ramses, so he will be A-okay. Gets the reflection on Io and looks hilarious with that cosmetic. Concoction from Mickey, he's getting pursued though. Blood Grenade, Echo Stomp is there as well. He gets it off in time, so will not stun himself. Meanwhile, Ramses getting chased. The Alk will die in the bot lane. Ramses still being pursued around the trees, trying to block with his illusions. Boxy now taking heavy damage, but the Cask is there. Blood Grenade going to slow them down as more rotations from 9PANDAS, trying to turn this around onto Zai. Ramses still sticking around, facing off against these two basically support heroes. Echo Stomp connects. I can't get over this Witch Doctor.
I had the Benny Hill theme playing in my head when they started running around the trees there, but yep, nobody's gonna die.
Apparently not. A lot of heals, as we've said.
Oh, they're full health again.
Okay, maybe he will die.
He might die.
Cask does not bounce again onto Antares. Will be pursued again through the trees. Can they find the vision? And yes, just barely. Boxy with that last right click.
This thing is so stupid. Oh, and it's been so for a while, but we haven't really seen any team playing at this tournament.
Yotaka and Roger, they are smoked up. It's gonna pop. Nisha doesn't have true form this time, but he does have Boxy to link up with him. Is it gonna be enough to keep him alive? Looks like that is a big no. And Miero, he's top net worth on his team right now. My question to you is this, he actually is going Midas, as we'll talk about in just a moment. Mickey gets the concoction, attempting the TP out. It's gonna be close. They get him. Has to make the walk of shame. And now we can talk about the hand of Midas. How greedy is that against this lineup from Liquid that obviously is timing based, of course. We'll be sad to see that. We'll get a couple for himself in the meantime. As Zai, he's gonna get gone on. Yotaka with the Electric Vortex. Zai, he has been maxing out this Voodoo Restoration, but it's not enough to keep him alive. He's gonna see the first Ice Blast of the game. Miero throws out the Doom, dies shortly after. Now the link up onto the Alchemist. Looks like they can be able to heal through this relatively easily. So Ramses makes his rotation, gets off the Metamorphosis as well.
On top of the Midas.
So Zai's win rate was 76% on Witch Doctor, which is 6th for him. His Concoction popped. Looking for Roger, looking for the Echo Stomp, but he is not going to find it. He will go to the grave. Another kill for Liquid.
Reload.
Question is, can they get more? And Teres, AA Blast coming. Looks like it'll connect onto him. Zai is here. He's going to get Ancient sealed, though. And Teres should be able to walk this off, but the Concoction is for the Doom, and there's the first Death Ward of the game, doing massive damage. Miero is dead.
I I'm not sure if they
Concoction, he's not done yet. Mickey going deep into the base already at 11.5 minutes. Will not find the Skywrath. Linked up now by Boxy. Echo Stomp from Roger. They're going to get punished for this. Electric Vortex Kiyotaka, but Mickey getting healed so much between Boxy and Zai. Can they actually dive this far and get away with it? Under the tier 3 tower, down goes Roger. Kiyotaka, he's out of mana now. The spirits are coming for him. One more right click should do it. Finding the distance with that last sip, and he's gonna die as well. What the hell is going on? Miero right outside his fountain. He just... Is this Dota? 12 minutes in and you're diving. A blast is coming. Oh my goodness.
And Tars is going to burn.
And he died. 12 minutes in, 9K lead for Liquid.
It almost seems like they could have had anything at this point, right?
Well, the bear does help with the pushing. No, that is the initiation coming from 9PANDAS. They get a very important kill on a Mickey, but there's a relocate. Zai is linked up, gets off the death ward as well, but it's not enough for a kill.
Even the Doom gets some significant help from that too with the Scorched Earth damage.
Oh, we got the zip in Ancient Seal. He even used the Earth Splitter, but no connection from the side of 9PANDAS. Kiyotaka has to use basically the rest of his mana just to get away. And Terry's getting chased by this fearsome bear. What is their response? Do they give this up and just delay it for the second racks, or will they actually fight? The bear's just going to get these buildings all by himself. Fortification popped to delay this a little bit longer. Mickey and that has his concoction ready as well. Looks like this will be given up by 9PANDAS. So
can be really good against a hero like Storm, actually.
All right,
this is going to be the moment, though. This is everything for Pandas. If they fail this fight, the game's likely over.
Yep, Pipe activated. Pipe was just picked up by Miero, so he can activate his own as well. The fear applied to Kiyotaka, but he's able to get out. There's a big Earth Splitter coming out. That is a dead Zai right off the bat, and now the focus is on the IO, so Boxy is dead. All the healers dead for Liquid. And Ramses continue to right-click on a Mickey who had to pop his BKB. But they're going to fight Kiyotaka! He gets bashed into oblivion, rooted by the bear. And now Roger ticking down ever so slowly. Mickey's going to blink in just to finish him off. Ramses has to be careful here on the footsteps of his base. Nisha getting kited by this Scotty, getting really low. And again, no healers available to him. Another right-click coming, and that is the Aegis. His bear, of course, still alive, able to operate freely. The ultimate, that is, and no Earth.
You get the Witch Doctor set up.
On it too. There's the Mystic. Okay, they'll be able to do a lot of burst damage to this Witch Doctor. A blast comes in and basically hits the entirety of 9PANDAS, and that is a dead Terrorblade. The AA blast absolutely destroyed them, and now the focus is on the buildings. Will they get this second racks? It looks like that is a resounding yes, as Liquid very close to finishing this game 3 and going to the grand finals. That's 2 sets of racks, and they're not going to stop yet. Mickey jumps in with the concoction on the Kiyotaka, forced to zip away. Another tier 3 on their plate. Terrorblade not alive for 20 seconds. Doom still with no ultimate for the foreseeable future. 40 seconds away. They cannot stop this. Concoction applied to Roger. They find him in the trees. He's dead. Miero, yes. Okay, he's taking a lot of damage. He gets stunned out and double kill for Mickey. And this is looking way over for Liquid. Ontario is getting chased onto the tower. GGs are called. Liquid go to the grand finals with a position 3 Witch Doctor. My goodness, what a showing.